11 years ago, a bunker was buried and forgotten. Today, Dave is digging his way back to the surface. A secret tunnel is taking shape beneath the earth, stretching straight toward his house. The risks are real: collapses, tight spaces, and tons of soil in his way. Will this hidden passage finally reach the surface? Let's find out. The inspiration? The Great Escape. And like the movie, this tunnel has a name. He calls it Dave. This isn't just a build, it's a tribute. A nod to the legendary escape tunnels of World War II, Tom, Dick, and Harry, reborn beneath a modern home. The work starts from inside, where the old build ends and the new tunnel begins. Every move carries risk. Remove the wrong piece too quickly, and the space could shift, crack, or fail entirely. The moment the opening breaks through, soil pours in, loose, heavy, and relentless. It's rough and unavoidable. But it's also confirmation. The ground is real. The path is there. The work presses on, and the tunnel gains a way to carry everything that's dug out. Dave chooses a small electric cart, simple, steady, and built to glide along the tracks. He assembles it carefully, tests it, sliding it forward and back, feeling it hum beneath his hands. The cart rolls smooth and sure, ready to carry soil and tools with speed and control. In projects like this, every tool and machine wears multiple hats, sometimes in ways no one would expect. Take the Tornado Rookie, for example, a half-size build-it-yourself ride-on car kit for kids. In a normal life, it's a toy. Here, it becomes a crane. And just minutes later, once the soil is moved and the danger passes, it slides back into its first life, a small, playful car. The freshly dug soil needs support. Dave chooses steel panels to line the walls and hold the ground in place. With the walls reinforced, the tunnel becomes safer to work in, and Dave can continue digging without fear of collapse.
Easy.
Moving soil by hand would take forever, and one slip could bury all progress. Dave decides to build his own tunnel boring machine, using whatever he has on hand. A treadmill transforms into a conveyor belt, with swinging arms and salvaged parts welded together into a single makeshift rig. When the machine hums to life, soil slides along the belt without pause. Dirt, debris, and risk all move forward in a controlled flow. Digging becomes faster, cleaner, and the tunnel begins to stretch deeper into the earth, closer to its hidden destination. Every turn hides the constant possibility that the ground could betray him at any moment. Each hum of the machine is a reminder that progress comes with risk and that the tunnel still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Dave uses metal sheets at every step forward. He fits each panel and locks it tight. He knows a single slip can send tons of soil crashing in. Where will all this dug-up earth go? Dave can't just leave it in his yard. Too close, and it makes life uncomfortable. Too far, and moving it turns into a logistical nightmare. Even steel can flex under pressure, and loose soil can push through hidden gaps. Dave adds thin metal strips along the existing panels, strengthening every joint and seam. He knows one wrong move can undo hours of work and turn the tunnel into a trap. Everything is going as planned. Metal walls in place, steel sheets on the floor, and reinforcement complete. Let's see what lies forward. The underground water. Even small pools can hide danger, and unchecked, they could stall everything. Dave chooses to fight it with a pump. Simple, but strong, to keep the space dry enough to work. The pump holds, for now, keeping progress alive, but the water is a constant reminder. The underground has its own rules, and nothing comes easy.
The new technique is using the drill, the long drill bit, masonry bit, and having the tub underneath, look, like that, and you drop the stuff straight in the tub.
Dave switches tactics, setting the tunnel boring machine aside in favor of a manual drilling tool. It's slower and harder on the body. Progress comes in smaller steps now, but it gives him control where space is limited.
I thought digging sideways was hard. Digging upwards is 10 times harder. I thought gravity just helped you, but you're having to ram the drill upwards and put so much weight upwards. Anyway, I've got a bit of a dome shape on it now, so it will naturally hold itself. It'll be a lot safer, hopefully.
Dave turns to the CAD model, using it to guide every measurement and angle before cutting steel. He fabricates the steel sheet, then feeds the piece into the brake, bending it slowly into the planned curves.
That's the steel support fastened in now, look. So it's sat on all the reinforcements here. It was right up to the top.
Dave keeps digging, and then it happens. A faint glow breaks through the darkness ahead.
See the hole there? So what I came up with the idea was, because I hadn't had time to make a ladder, is we use the shovel as a bit of a ladder. So you have to stand on there like this, shimmy your way up, get the other leg on there. We have a good look round, check it's safe. To get your arms up like that, wobble yourself up, just press on the sides, and that's it. I'm about up to freedom.
The tunnel has an opening now, and it needs a way to close and protect it. An exposed exit is a weak point, vulnerable to water, dirt, and sudden collapse. Dave decides to build a steel roof hatch strong enough to seal the tunnel. The digging has to continue, and with every meter forward, more soil must come out. How much earth is still waiting ahead? Meanwhile, the hatch is taking shape. Dave cuts the metal sheets to size, then bends each piece to fit exactly. Dave welds the pieces into one solid unit. Bit by bit, the separate sheets become a strong, unbroken cover. When it's done, the hatch holds firm, keeping the tunnel safe and secure from above. The entrance spot takes the most punishment. Opening and closing again and again under the weight above. If it's weak here, the entire tunnel is at risk. Dave adds extra metal sections around the entrance, building strength where the stress is highest.
pull the catch.
This part of the tunnel is on its way to completion, but access still matters. Lifting weight up and down is essential. Dave decides to install an in-ground metal elevator, something compact but strong enough to handle the load.
Put these through here. Let's give it a try. So we've got the roller here. That goes in here. We'll need a couple of washers each side of it.
The build reaches its final moving part. Dave installs an electric winch, choosing it for steady power and precise control. If this system fails, loads could drop without warning, so he checks every bit of tension and alignment. Now the elevator is no longer static. It is working. Now the soil travels up to the surface by elevator. Without it, hauling all that dug earth drained time and energy fast. The work grows lighter and more efficient, and Dave can focus on what matters most. Pushing the tunnel forward, the work settles into a rhythm. Dave drills, loads the soil, and sends it up, over and over again.
I think we've got a bit of friction here, don't you? Okay, so this is a plan of what we're doing with all the lines on it. What I'm going to have to do now, although I've drawn this lovely thing out, you see the staircase in there and the boring machine, what we're going to have to do now is knock this wall back all the way back to here and just have this extension here and the bunker. So this is plan B. We just build the extension just so it's got enough space to get into the connect to the bunker and actually have it as a bunker properly.
The tunnel now reaches toward the bunker, following the line laid out in the CAD plan. Dave calls in a tractor to dig the ground. Heavy machines bring heavy risks. One wrong move, and the house above could suffer serious damage. The bunker takes shape, its size already measured and planned. The tractor keeps moving, scoop after scoop, clearing every section according to the plan. Dave is guiding the process, and bit by bit, the trench grows to the right dimensions. The tunnel stretches toward the bunker. But one question lingers. Where exactly will the two meet? The answer will be revealed soon.
So that's it, the bunker is nearly dug out now. Let's go down and have a quick look.
A gas bottle on a hoverboard tray. It's improvised and risky. Dave lets weight and momentum do the work. Let's see how successful this idea is.
How good's that? We'll get down to you, man.
Now the focus shifts to compacting the foundation surface, pressing and firming until it forms a solid base for the concrete works. The ground is unpredictable. Water seeps up from it, threatening to disrupt the plan. Dave doesn't panic. He adapts, layering the area to let the water drain away. The team secures the damp base with the wooden frame and pours the first layer of concrete. The ground may seem calm now, but pressure builds quietly, and the slab must hold against the relentless forces of the earth. To ensure rigidity and stability, rebar mesh is woven throughout. The work moves upward, toward the walls of the bunker. Dave begins preparing the vertical reinforcement because walls must withstand both earth and time.
Nice welder this is. Alright, perfect every time, isn't it? This is what I'm thinking. Look, you can fasten them together like that.
The tunnel entrance demands careful attention. Too much material here, and access becomes cramped, too little, and the structure could weaken. Dave trims the reinforcement just enough to keep the entry clear, yet the reinforced sections around it remain solid and intact.
Well, says on the plan, so we best put it in, haven't we?
The day begins under a gray sky, clouds thick and heavy. Rain is a real threat. Just a few drops could ruin the concrete pouring planned for the next days. Dave and his team feel the pressure that the weather could force them to pause or protect the molds at a moment's notice. The next day arrives, unusually sunny after the cloudy skies before. The change in weather is a relief. The heavy task of assembling the moldings nears its end. The concrete mixer has already arrived, ready to pour its load. Dave and the team get to work, running vibrators through the concrete, chasing out air pockets, and making sure it settles tightly around the rebar. Nothing is left loose, nothing left to chance. The work moves fast, demanding focus on every step, every detail on the site. Slowly, the bunker walls settle and harden, ready to withstand the environmental pressures. Removing the molds proves just as tricky as installing them. Every bolt, bracket, and fastener must be unscrewed carefully, step by step, to take the forms down without damage. They're rented, and Dave is responsible for them, so there's no room for mistakes.
Right, let's try this side bit first, see whether that ejects any. I think that's what we need, really.
After creating a drainage bed by pouring gravel between the walls and surrounding soil, the crew moves on to the second layer of the concrete slab. The damp base from the first pour still channels water safely away. Dave and the team lay the rebar mesh over the base, covering the entire area. The team pours the concrete in a clever way. Instead of a pump, the mixer fills the backhoe bucket, turning it into a makeshift delivery system. A simple, budget-friendly solution, but it's not a fast one. The process drags on, and the sunny day slowly sours into heavy rain. The weather is a reminder that even the smartest plan can be tested by forces beyond control.
Let's get back to business, the tunnel. So, the tunnel, as you can see here, is lining up pretty good with these tracks, right? All good, but all's not as good as I think, because I've lined it up with this layer, and this is just a sub-concrete level. I've got to go up another 100 mil up, and then the screed on top with the underfloor heating, so we're going to be 165 mil up.
The bricks have arrived, and the build moves into a new phase. Dave covers the concrete walls with a waterproofing layer, knowing water will always seep in from the soil. He installs a drainage system between the concrete and the brick walls, leaving jetting holes to let the water escape. Now, the tunnel opening matters. To get it right, Dave makes a template from a sheet of steel, cutting and shaping it to the exact curve he needs. This form becomes the guide, holding the line for every brick that follows, because if the opening is off by even a little, the entire structure could be compromised. The site stays exposed, and the weather keeps changing without warning. Dave decides to build a temporary solution instead of reacting every time the sky turns. He shapes metal beams into a roof frame, forming a makeshift tent. Dave installs thermal boards directly over the waterproofing layer to keep the interior temperature stable. To preserve the brick design inside, he places the boards between the concrete and the brick walls. The cold from the concrete cannot reach inside. The process gains momentum, transforming the site day by day and revealing progress, along with challenges ahead. Dave plans a steel ladder with concrete steps, knowing it will be one of the heaviest components in the space. Weight becomes the concern here, because this structure will carry people again and again. With this much weight, any weak connection could loosen over time. Every joint has to hold, because here, even a small flaw could grow into a serious problem. So, the build reaches a point where the work speaks for itself. Dave keeps going step by step, driven by patience, skill, and sheer determination. The floor is next, and this is where earlier decisions come back into focus. Even with layered soil and a damp base to channel water, moisture is never fully gone underground. Dave decides extra protection is worth the effort. The floor is now protected from below and ready for the installation of the underfloor heating system. What was once just earth and concrete now feels intentional. From here on, the bunker isn't just being built, it's being shaped into a place. The bunker needs a roof that can truly carry weight. Dave chooses a concrete beam and block system, proven and reliable for heavy loads. Each connection has to be perfect. One misaligned block, one weak beam, and the ceiling could fail. Can every joint withstand the test of time and weight? The next crucial detail is the toilet drain system. The pipe sits higher than the toilet's outlet, and if nothing is done, waste won't flow properly. Dave plans to use an S-flow connector, flexible or angled, to link the toilet to the main pipe. This clever solution should handle the flow without trouble. The tunnel doesn't pause, and neither can Dave. Every day it demands more work, more digging, and more focus. The walls close in, the soil pushes back, and progress comes slowly, piece by piece.
I think I need a smaller shovel, don't I?
Every turn of the drill bites into the soil, slowly clearing another stretch of the tunnel. Yet the finish line remains just out of reach.
Quite excited that we're about there now.
Underground water never sleeps, seeping through joints and soil without warning. Dave knows it will find its way, so he builds a special basin to catch it before it becomes a problem.
Managed to find this adapter that fits onto the pump here, which gets me into 32mm blue water pipe. Look, we've got the two main drains obviously outside. That drains the outside of this slab where it joins the floor. That stops any build up on the outside, and then this obviously here, this little flexi duct. And they will come in here and come out inside here, look, in them holes. Let's fill this void with pea gravel now.
What once seemed unstoppable is now controlled. No matter how the water seeps in, it's collected, directed, and safely carried away from the tunnel. A massive sheet of steel takes shape under the laser cutter, following every line of Dave's design. This isn't just any door. It's destined to become an extraordinary entrance to the bunker, both a statement and a shield for Dave's hidden world. The gear-based locking system turns the door into something far more intricate. Every cog and wheel adds complexity, giving the entrance a one-of-a-kind personality. Dave adjusts and fits each part carefully. He knows it's risky. Even a small scratch or misalignment could render the door unopenable, trapping or blocking access to the bunker entirely.
Door catch to keep that solid. I've adjusted the door, which took forever. I put my new wheel on, but that's it.
The old tunnel entrance can't feel out of place. It has to belong to the world Dave is creating. The old part should be integrated, both visually and emotionally, with the new build. A new feature takes shape, a wood-burning stove that hides the entrance beneath it. Dave assembles it from sheets of steel, cutting them with a laser and welding them together. It's designed to swing aside, revealing a hidden entrance behind it. But first, it must be strong enough to handle its own weight, around 100 kilos. Dave knows steel well. He can feel it in every bend and weld. Each piece under his hands tells him how it will move, how it will hold, and how it will last. A sturdy skeleton of the stove is ready to receive its final piece, the door. Dave fits a pane of heat-resistant glass into the stove door, letting the fire shine through clearly, but the glass is fragile. One scratch, one uneven weld, and it could crack under pressure or heat. Dave knows this, and he handles every movement with extreme care. Dave's skills in structure, design, and creativity come together in every piece he builds. He has crafted an L-shaped steel plate that will serve as both a secure base for the wood-burning stove and the door to the hidden entrance. Mounted on heavy-duty hinges, it can swing aside smoothly whenever needed. Dave can imagine a solution before it's made and shape raw materials into something functional.
So the pipe's on. It's got to spin round here as it goes, but it does jam a bit, so we need to make sure it stays parallel at the top.
When the secret door opens, specially angled pipe sections rotate in unison with the stove while keeping the connection fully sealed. Each weld, each cut, each hinge reflects not just hands-on skill, but Dave's mind at work, one that understands weight, balance, and the hidden possibilities in every material. Here, nothing is accidental. Every detail serves a purpose.
Fire's warmed up. She's working a treat. Obviously, with all them vents open, it is on full power, which is not ideal. But as you can see, the chimney's now discoloured. That's all working all right. There's no smoke coming out the joints, look. It's very hot in here.
The bunker reaches a point where the space needs a finished surface underfoot. Bare concrete wears down fast and holds moisture. Without proper protection, it can crack or crumble. Dave chooses ceramic tiles for the floor. Too many joints can break the flow and create weak points over time. Dave selects large ceramic tiles, knowing they suit big environments better. As the tiles go down, the floor reads as one continuous surface instead of many small pieces.
Up, round, in. So this is how the floor looks now. It needs a bit more of a clean, but as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I've started painting the roof in here. I want to get this finished, but we've run out of time on this video. But anyway, toilet's working. So yeah, it does expand. Like I say, this isn't necessarily the stuff I want to use. I wanted to use the galvanised stuff, but I just wanted to get this thing working for now, somehow. So we've got the ventilation installed. Don't worry, it's not that noisy. That's the robot hoover tidying up, look. Ignore that, you can't actually hear this at all.
Ventilation is set up, and Dave stays true to his original ideas. For the cold air intake, he fabricates a front grille from 6mm steel sheet, drawing clear inspiration from World War II. The design reflects the front of a 1944 Ford GPW Willys Jeep, once used by the British Army. It's not just an air intake, it's a tribute to history. The original color is essential to capture the full vibe of the old days. Dave paints the Jeep's front in military green, specifically olive drab, the exact shade of the original Ford GPW Willys Jeep. And yes, it's connected to The Great Escape, Dave's favorite movie and the very inspiration behind this entire project.
Cold water is going to be in this radiator from the upper end and will blow out using this fan.
Dave's inspiration and the thrill of building something extraordinary with his own hands have reached their culmination. The whole project speaks of a mind that sees possibility where others see obstacles.
So I've been using this every night. It's absolutely an amazing night. Well, obviously we've got the underfloor heating in here, which is set at the moment for 18.5 degrees. We've got the toilet and the sink, and I'm even starting to build my supplies up of beer. Hope you all like the video. Next episode, we're probably going to do the doors for here and here, and then we can get on with making the stair lift. The idea is up here, it's going to have the broom cupboard that slides down the stairs. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
For Dave, it's more than a project. It's a piece of history reborn, a personal world crafted underground, and a dream that survived risk and hardship to become reality. Thanks to everyone who stayed with us until the very last frame. See you in the next build.